Okay, today I'm going to introduce to you a few of the changes that we're going to be making in the videos, because as I say, about 2/3 of Americans that are polled, so they really don't care too much about horses. And horses are kind of unique, probably should have their own channel, their own videos and so forth. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to split up my channels. So I'm going to be calling the horse videos the Scrappy Horseman. And the reason why I'm going to go with the name the Scrappy Horseman is because I never consider myself a professional, probably at anything, simply because I'm always learning. Whenever somebody calls themselves a professional, you start thinking and they start to give that impression that they already know everything. They already have everything figured out. Me, I'm always learning. Doesn't matter if it's farming, it doesn't matter if it's horses or raising cattle or what. I'm always learning, and I'm always open to be taught new things or a better way. And so we're gonna split them up. We're gonna put the horses on a new channel called the Scrappy Horseman, and that's because I used my own ways and I just continued to refine it. We're gonna go over a few things here today with the horses and give you an update of what's going on. As you see, they're out in the pasture. Well, you'll see some of the improvements we've made. No, I shouldn't say the word improvement so much here. What's a better word for it? You'll see how they're coming along, so to speak. And you can see yourself if you think that there's been a lot of improvement in how they lead, how we're able to catch them and so forth. I did change a few things. Out here, you remember last video, I had them where I was catching them in the barn. Well, being there's no snow on the ground, I wanted to get away from that simply because of the fact that I don't want to be doing that where they're eating all the time. I want to be doing that in a different area, and preferably outside, because eventually I'll be catching them outside and putting their halters on, just like I did with my other horses. So what I did is I put up some corral panels out here to make a small pen for them. And so what we do is I just bring them in here so they're in a smaller area, and I put their halters on. Now for both of them, I've been able to transition it over to putting the halters on without putting a rope on them. So that's one of the improvements we've made over this time. As you can see, they're already starting to come through the gate because they know what's coming up. See, the horses are already being trained. Another thing that we need to do is we need to get them used to a trailer. The only trailer experience they had was being torn away from their mothers, getting shoved into a trailer, and traveling 5 hours down here. That's not a great experience to remember. And so trailer is going to seem a little bit negative to them. So this is what I did. I set up the trailer like this, and I just leave it in the gateway here, and then I tie the gate here so they can't get out or anything. And I just leave it open and exposed. And of course, they are scared of it right now. But to help maybe draw them in, I put some hay here. So if they get a little bit low on hay and so forth, they may want to come in here for that reason. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab some halters, and I'm going to grab a couple of leads, and you can see what you think, if they made any improvements or not. Come on, Monty. Look at Monty, he's already coming. Now, is that an improvement or what? These guys were running from me before. So I'll hand this over to my wife and the camera, and then you can see how it goes. Micah, who wants to be first today, huh? Come on. Micah want to be first today, huh? You want to be first? Come on, Monty. Come on, Monty. Come. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. See, no lead on him at all. Yeah. He's sniffing me. I'm gonna make sure. Same guy. How you doing today, huh? You doing okay? Can we get this halter on you without any incidents today, huh? What do you think, huh? Is it okay? You gonna be calm on this one? There you go. There you go. There it is. Here. Can we do this without a lead? Huh? Can we? Let's try it. Let's try it, huh? Let's try it. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah. How you doing there? Yeah, you got a full tummy from all the grass? There you go. Good boy. And there we go. Did it without any lead on him. It's been getting really good. Just kind of stands there. I don't have to sit there hanging on to him the whole time. And we're just going to take him out of the pen. We're going to leave Micah in here just so he doesn't bother us. Otherwise they bother each other. Come on, guy. Let's go. Okay, Micah, we got to get past you here. And now, here's where you got to put a little bit of pressure on these leads, because they're stopping, they're testing me. So I put a little pressure on, and then when they start to walk, then I take that pressure off that lead. That way they learn that they're rewarded if they walk. Micah. Okay, come on. Come on, walk. Walk. There you go. Good boy. Come on, walk. 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 Good boy. Good boy. Don't let the panel hit you in the back there. Come on. A little bit further. Come on. There you go. Good boy. There you go. Okay. I just take them for a walk. If they try to stop, I got to put that little bit of pressure on that lead again. That's why I use rope halters.
I think he's camera shy.
Now his anxiety was already kicking in there. He was already starting to breathe pretty hard, so I didn't push it any further. I just wanted him to take a look at the trailer and just to get a good view of it. And then when we come back, maybe tomorrow or the next day, then get a little bit closer. And each time they'll get used to it. And then they won't be scared of the trailer anymore, will ya? I'm gonna put him out in the pasture. And then I'm going to grab the other one. Got a few things there I want to show. Sorry folks, I have to do this extremely fast because I only have so much battery power. We don't make any money on these videos or anything, it's just for the fun of it, and so I can't afford a real fancy camera. But as you can see, look at how calm Micah is compared to when he would have seen him the last time. Well, he's been pretty good at putting his halter on and cooperating. So we're going to see how this goes. Yep, there he goes. Another good day. He's always let me put my hand around his neck really easily. And then we're going to get that up there like that. Like to push the mane out of the way so we don't catch that in you. I used this one. I was using the other rope halter. It's got a little smaller braid to it. He didn't seem to like that as well. He seemed to react a little bit nicer to this one, so I use this one. There, I got some in your eye here. There. They're letting me touch around their eyes, checking them over. They're really getting the idea. Another thing is if you ever do this, make sure you don't loop the rope around your hand. Make sure that your hand is just, you know, it's braided back and forth. Your hand is like that, because if they ever bolt, they won't take your hand off. That's a real good safety measure. Most important thing, I think, working with colts right now. Okay, Micah, you can come. Walk. He's getting a lot better again. There's a guy that got away from me, realized that he had a lot more power than I had.
Good boy.
Now another thing I do, you can come up here a little bit closer, but don't get in his blind spot too much. Another thing I have to do, and he's harder to do this with, that's what I wanted to show you. The other one is really easy. He's really gotten easy with it. This one's very leery of the hind quarter of the body yet. So when I want to check the feet, because we got to get the ready for a farrier someday, you have to get them used to having their feet handled. And so it's not so much checking them right now as it is just getting them prepared to let me have control of their foot and to trust me with it. Good boy. And so I have to do that. Not only that, but I did it at first when they're tied up to a post. But I want them to be able to do that when I'm just standing out here freely. And they're coming along real well. Micah is still a little bit skittish of it. And I just go every time I feel all over their body, because these guys are going to have harnesses on them. And they have to be used to all that feeling all over their body. So every day I put my hand, and as you can see, he's not quite as sure about this yet. Monty, I can do it all I want now. So we're going to try to pick up his back leg here. Again, standing freely. And there he is. Oops, he wasn't quite mounted on the other leg, and that just takes some practice for him to do that. Now he's mounted, and I can pick up that back foot. Good job. See how well he's coming along with that? And he's getting more used to people. Had my daughter out here and worked really well with her. We're going to do the same thing. This one's very leery of that trailer up there. We'll see how this goes. I'm making sure my hand isn't looped around the rope, because he could bolt at any second. Come on, Micah, you're okay. It's okay, I'm going to give that horse some assurance. You got to give him good assurance that he's okay. He can trust you. Come on, Micah. Just be patient with them. Why don't you come on over here, Wendy? Get a better view. They're curious, and at the same time, a little scared. But I have to be ready. He's going to bolt at any second. take him for the day. That's enough. He's under anxiety. That's enough. He's just kind of glad to get away from it right now. And they'll get curious. They'll probably walk up there on their own later. Yeah, you're doing an excellent job, aren't you? You're kind of showing off today. Yeah, you are. I really like both horses. I think people like the color of the other horse, and Monty is special, but this one here, if you want to do some real fancy work with a horse, this is the one I would pick. This guy, he's going to be able to, if you want to ride him, he's going to be the quickest. And if you want a leader, this is the one. He's the leader. So that's kind of our update for today. As you can see how they're coming along. I think you can see the improvements on them. And it's not going to be long. I'm going to be able to walk right up to them in the pasture out here in the yard and put that halter right on. So, hey, great having you with us today. We'll see you again later.